Alright, hello. I am Alexander John Peril, and I will be doing a review for Christian Sotobier on his new book he is writing. And, or at least he's attempting anyway. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I got your back. Basically, he's writing a book, and he asked me to edit and review it and see, like, find the, help him out, critique it, and basically review it so he can make it better. Anyway, so that's what I'm here to do. He sent me chapter by chapter through my email. I get it in my email, I open it, I do the review for him, and that's what this video is for. And then he goes and he critiques it, whatever. That's what I'm here to do. So, let's get started, shall we? So, Christian Sotobier, also known as Eric Doe. That's E-R-I-C space D-O-E. That's Eric Doe. He got that from Christian Sotobier. How, I have no idea, but he's Eric Doe, and that's how we do. I'm just gonna roll with it. Anyway, so he says, "Hey Alex, I'll send this draft to you via email as I write it. It will usually come by chapter. If all goes as planned, it still needs a title." So he has no title for this story. We'll just call it The Story. And anyway, continuing. "And I've been having trouble coming up with something that isn't cliche as hell. I would also like to hear your uncensored, pretty trusting, huh? You made it too easy. Uncensored. Alright, it's gonna be uncensored and unedited BTW LOL. Hashtag. Whatever. Anyway, let's blah 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 blah. The rest is pretty much garbage. I got it. Let's get into it. Alright, prologue. Okay, prologue. "The man drifted silently through the fog in his mind." Oh, sorry, quick pause, time out, T. Sotobier, at this point, pause the video, go get some paper and pencils, and then write down the notes or whatever you need to do as I'm talking now, because this is how I'm going to review it, you Christian, and you just, do it as I speak. Okay, so we're good. Unpause the video now. Let's get back into it. Anyway, "The man drifted silently through the fog in his mind. He was asleep and dreaming. He could hear strange sounds emanating from the mist. The man covered his ears. The screeching and moaning of metal on metal was unpleasant. This couldn't be a nightmare, though. He never had nightmares. Dun 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 dun. Do I?" he says. Actually, no, he just says, "Do I? Do I? Do I?" Anyway, okay, first error. Right here, buddy. You switch from third person to first person. And I see how you said this couldn't be a nightmare, though he never had nightmares. Do I? He says. Or do I? That's what he said. However, I think you should put "he says" after the "do I," because I see it is in a different font. However, what I would do instead is put quotations around it, or say he exclaimed, or he wondered, he pondered, he thought, anything like that. And then put quotations, I think, these things, okay, whatever the hell is it, I'm not sure, I think it's quotations. Don't quote me on that. That's what I would do. As a good reference, get a third person fictional story and look at the dialogue. Or some banter between some characters in it, and see how they do that, how he writes that. That's what I would do. And I did skim ahead a little bit before doing this video, and I know all the dialogue that he says is like that. It's just in a different font. And personally, my personal opinion as who am I? Too deep. Okay. Anyway, back on schedule. That's what I would do. change it so it's not just a different font. That's going to be a lot of work to do, as I said, because you did that with all the dialogue. But that's why I'm here for. I'm here to make your life even harder than it is. Get your mind out of the gutter, you bastard. Anyway, the ground rumbled, and the vibrations brought the man into consciousness. Intent on remaining asleep and dreaming, the man rolled over and reached for his blanket. Not finding one, his hand fumbled around, searching. To his great annoyance, he put his fingers into something sticky. Kinky. He rose to his knees and rubbed the sleep from his eyes with the clean hand. That too came away sticky. Respect. Ambidextrous. Okay, I'm up now. What's happening? Again, probably put quotations around it. He said, he explained, he yelled, he screamed, he said in agony. I don't really care. Do something, because reading it just flows into it, so it's hard to, unless I'm looking for it, it's hard to distinguish what he's saying or thinking in his head, compared to the third person narrating. You know, like compared to yourself just narrating the story. That's what I would do. It's getting annoying. Just saying. As the audience and the opinionated, well-known, never mind. I thought I had something, I got nothing. I'm just gonna move on now. So, he says, okay, I'm up now, what's happening? Sticky hands aside, he realized that he wasn't in bed. Did I roll out of bed? The ground was cold and gray. His sight came into focus and his heart missed a beat. Okay. Scrolling. The compartment was lit with red emergency lighting, but it did nothing to hide all of the blood. The man scrambled to his feet, desperately grabbed the bulkhead. He screamed in abject horror at the mutilated bodies spread across the deck, but heard nothing. So, okay, hold on. So he screamed, but he didn't hear anything. I'm just gonna assume that he screamed and then didn't hear a response. I guess. That's what I'm going with from this. So, where was I? Oh shit. He screamed. Okay, he came to his annoyance. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Sorry I missed my spot, people. Forgive me. I'll do autographs later, right now. Yeah. Mutilated bodies spread across the deck, and there's blood. Okay, wait a minute. Ha. No. Yes. He screamed abject horror. The mutilated bodies spread across the deck, but heard nothing. He felt blood trickle from his ears. Another explosion ripped through the compartment several decks below and knocked him to the deck. Another explosion? I don't remember there being a first one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember there being a first explosion. You might want to be something to look into. Anyway. Natural light powered through the dominating red. Outside, a blazing dwarf star beckoned. Okay. What color is the dwarf star? Is it blue? Is it a white dwarf? Is it a red dwarf? What's the color here? Because it's saying here, natural light powered through the dominating red. Okay, so I see in my head here, I'm seeing emergency red light, and coming through is the star from the dwarf. So, is it a white light? Is it a blue light? Is it yellow? I don't think it's a red dwarf because then that'd be red through red and that'd just make it really red. So I'm going to assume it's not a red star. But as the audience, don't make me assume. Do not make me assume, okay? So I'll just look into that one. Put that on your little checklist. Moving on. Let's see, okay. Where am I? So he's like, where am I? Oh. Okay. He slid across the tiled floor until he caught himself against a sparking console. I guess it's busted. Picking his head up, the man caught sight of the command bridge's cracked viewport. Cracked viewport. That's not good. I'm imagining that there is like a porthole and outside is space and there's a crack in it. That's an issue. The vacuum of space with a cracked viewport. Do you see what I'm getting at? They don't mix. That can't be good for our hero of No Name, of the No Name story. Let's continue. So, cracked viewport. Space loomed outside, vast and terrible. No shit, space is pretty vast. The man gripped the console so hard that his knuckles turned white. Don't panic, he's saying this to himself. Don't panic. Think of something peaceful. Crouching in front of the touchscreen, he racked his brain for a pleasant memory. Nothing. No memories at all. Not so much as the password for the computer before him. He slumped down in defeat, raising his eyes and silent voice to chastise the gods that might be. Okay, so from this, I'm assuming he's raising his eyes, so he's looking up, and he's raising a silent voice. So, is that what I'm getting at? Is that correct? So I'm just going. I'm assuming that's what he's saying, because I guess. Okay, his knuckles are wide. He slumps to the side. He's like, "Why?" But instead of